What's going on in America, people? We are headed towards disaster. We are headed towards the fulfilling of the scriptures, where if you don't receive the mark of authority, the mark of the authority of the beast, which is a nation, ecclesiastical power that control the U.S., if you don't receive their mark and agree and go with their agenda or their new world order, you will be slapped right here in these closed Walmarts that is now being created for concentration camps. People, the military is preparing themselves while they got you running after the new hype or the new thing or the new fashions, caught up in basketball and stuff, football and sports and who's doing this and doing that on reality shows and on social media. They preparing you, but you're not preparing yourselves. There are concentration camps everywhere, people, and you don't know nothing about it. Underground bunkers and underground worlds ready for those who will oppose and fight against the New World Order agenda. The Bible said the United States of America would speak as a dragon. And the dragon is Satan, who forced people to bow down before him. In this Chronicles, we will look at fearing the walking dead, and we will see, people, a message. We will see a message concerning FEMA camps, concentration camps. People, they are preparing themselves for this. Coffins headed to Chicago. For what? The Ebola? No. They are preparing themselves for the New World Order. And you are just a zombie apocalypse, not knowing nothing, not educated, dumbed down, numb minds, just walking zombies who know nothing and will be brought to the slaughter. Welcome to the Fear the Walking Dead Chronicles.
FEMA's coffins, for the American people. There are over 600 prison camps in the United States, all fully operational and ready to receive prisoners. They are all staffed and even surrounded by full-time guards, but they are all empty. These camps are to be operated by FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency, should martial law need to be implemented in the United States. And here is the best part. Tens of thousands of caskets, filling up FEMA-trained yards. Why did American troops simply dump the hundreds of thousands of dead bodies they found in the German death camps into simple pits without coffins? Because when you're planning the deaths of hundreds of thousands, a rotting corpse means nothing in long-term objective. So why not use a simply plastic container that you can make millions of, and stack bodies like cordwood, until you can build those industrial ovens to take care of the mess? You can simply roll those plastic disposable containers right into the ovens, without having to look at those horrid death faces. You do know, of course, bodies start to rot almost immediately after death. Let us see who will be placed in these coffins. We are all on a red or blue list somewhere. Those on the red list will be walked on at 4 a.m. and taken to the camps and probably killed. Red list, these people are the enemies of the NWO. They are the leaders of patriot groups, outspoken ministers, outspoken talk show hosts, community leaders, and even probably net leaders. These people will be dragged out of their homes at 4 a.m. and will be taken to FEMA detention centers and killed. This will take place approximately 2 weeks before martial law is enforced. Blue list, these are also enemies of the NWO, but are followers of the red list folks. These people will be rounded up after martial law is in place, and will be taken to the detention centers and re-educated. Various mind control techniques will be used on them. Most will not survive this. Mr. Springmeyer was not specific on exactly who was on the blue list, but I would guess that people such as you and I are on that list. Yellow list, these are citizens who know nothing about the NWO and don't want to know. They are considered to be no threat at all and will be instructed as to how to behave and will most likely do whatever they are told. Unfortunately, there are too many of these to be effectively controlled, so many will be killed or starved.
I'd like to welcome you to another Pastor's Chronicles. This chronicle is Fear the Walking Dead, and it is part 3. I love to start off these chronicles, Fear the Walking Dead, with the beginning about FEMA, about the coffins, about the red and yellow and blue list, because I don't want you to forget what's actually going on. Lord's willing, I don't know how many of the Fear the Walking Dead episodes it will be, but I do want to keep you in remembrance of the reality of what's taking place behind the curtains, people. And many people ask me, where are you getting your information? Well, you got intel people, people that's in there that's revealing what's going on. And not only that, you have the Bible touches on this, and the Bible shows us the devil's plots and plans in the books of Revelations and Daniel's. And then also, by understanding from the intel from within that where there are symbols, these symbols that's located in these movies is actually a trigger to those as of the secret society, letting them know that this is what they're about to do in these movies. This is what they're about to do in these movies.
"1993, World Trade Center bombing, remember? During the trial, one of the bombers claimed the CIA had advanced knowledge. The diplomat who issued the terrorist visa was CIA. It's not unthinkable they paved the way for the bombing, purely to justify a budget increase.
You're telling me that you're gonna fake some terrorist thing just to get some money out of Congress?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Hennessy, I have no idea how to fake killing 4,000 people. So we're just gonna have to do it for real. Oh, blame it on the Muslims, naturally. Then I get my funding. Good night, old girl.
Now, in part 2, if you haven't seen part 2 yet, I advise you to go see that, even part 1. And part 2, we was talking about the depopulation. Okay, so even those that's on the yellow list who don't want to be engaged in the freedom revolution or to prepare themselves for the coming of Jesus Christ, you still in danger, because that list is broad and massive, and they will, people, bring that number down if God willing. And the Bible let us know that Christ is going to come back and destroy those that have power to destroy the world. 'Cause even in that scripture right there, it verifies and shows that in the last days, God said Jesus said you will have rumors of wars. People, listen, these wars, yes, wars been going on, but these wars, people, the wars that Christ is talking about is very, very important wars that affect you. And people, these wars is going to be people trying to survive, people trying to, and that's about to take place pretty soon. People trying to survive, people trying to retain freedom or maintain freedom. And so those of the elite is controlling the military forces, and they're going to use these forces to depopulate and try to take away freedom and bring forth a world slavery, which is the new world order. One world religion, one world government. Okay, and so you're going to have people. And so these movies like The Fear of the Walking Dead, you see these type armies, like little small armies, you know, arising. This is how it's going to be. Okay, those on the blue and the red list, especially the red list, these are going to be people who come up and try to bring back order of freedom. But the elite control the militaries of this world, the great superpowers, and you can't defeat that. So no matter what little groups come up to do, they will not be able to defeat that. Only God will be able to defeat these great superpowers that unite together under one banner, working for the whore of Revelation 17 and 18, an ecclesiastical power that controls each power of the earth. Okay, and if you want to understand what power of the earth I'm talking about, I got a description below that actually goes in the deeper depth of these powers, and it's called the assassinations of the presidents. And check that out and you will see what I'm talking about. But let's get on to Fear the Walking Dead. In this part, I want to show you how it's going to happen. You know, overthrow the old.
I hit him.
Yes, I saw.
Shouldn't have done that.
No. His mother should have. A long time ago. Consider it a step in the right direction.
If he tells Aunt Lysa,
Let me worry about Aunt Lysa.
I was trying to remember what everything looked like. I'll never see it again.
A lot can happen between now and never. If you want to build a better home, first you must demolish the old one. If you want to build a better home, first you must demolish the old one.
Why did you really kill Joffrey? Tell me why.
But what I want to show you is how it's going to take place, because before a new world order can take place, you got to overthrow the old order or the old way of things. And those that's with the the freedom and the order of man, freedom of conscience, freedom of speech, and all this good stuff. In order to bring in the new world order, you got to overthrow that old world. When you overthrow that old world, then a new world order comes in. And so let's go ahead and dive into this thing, all right?
On patrol at the gate here. Perimeter watch on the ridge, but most of these folks are civilians.
Welcome to Brokejaw Ranch.
This is the safest place to live in a world gone mad. Most people would be damn grateful for being. This is the safest place to live in a world gone mad. Most people would be damn grateful for being. This is the safest place to live in a world gone mad. Most people would be damn grateful for being. This is the safest place to live in a world gone mad. Most people would be damn grateful for being. This is the safest place to live in a world gone mad. Most people would be damn grateful for being. This is the safest place to live in a world gone mad. Most people would be damn grateful for being.
This is the safest place to live in a world gone mad. Most people would be damn grateful for being.
I want to focus our attention on Dayton Callie, who plays the actor Jeremiah in Fear the Walking Dead. He's a key to understanding how the New World Order will take place. You see, he represents a leader of a group of people, and he has an order going on. You know, an order going on in his camp. And also, there's land that a Indian rival, he wants that land because he feel like that land belongs to him. And so Jeremiah don't want to give that land over. And because he don't want to give that land over, Walker's crew and everything is a lot bigger than Jeremiah's crew.
Okay, let him breathe. You broke the parlay, Junior. Stole the hostage, killed my men, all because I trusted you.
It was Troy and the girl's mother.
It's all the same.
I brought you water, and I returned your hostage.
Not good enough.
Promise me.
No. No more promises.
I know! I can still make peace! I know it!
There will be peace, but not as you envision. The violence is almost over. Tell your father I'll finish the scalping of his eldest son when I see him next. We'll cut apart his youngest son and feed him to the hogs. Tell your father he will remain alive. Watch this. Before we burn him alive. Safe travels.
And a lot of people in Jeremiah's crew don't care who leads, they just want to survive.
No, not her. Troy, this isn't the time.
What are you talking about? It's a perfect time. She's got no right to be here.
She's every right. Ophelia's a hero to my people. We're here because of what she did.
I mean, do you really want to rub my face in that shit, Taco? Is that smart?
If you can't accept her, how can you accept any of us?
We accept her. We accept the nation here under negotiated terms.
No, we don't. We don't accept. We tolerate, all right? So let's just...
That's enough, Troy.
Smoke a peace pipe or whatever sanctifies these proceedings and let's
That's
just get
enough.
How many feel as Troy does?
Some, most are loyal to survival. They don't care who provides it.
How many feel as Troy does? Some, most are loyal to survival. They don't care who provides it.
And so that's how it's going to be, people. So what I'm going to do is take you step by step and show you how people will not be concerned about freedom. They're going to be concerned about survival. And it doesn't matter what it is. They will submit to whatever religion. They will submit to whatever order it will be as long as they survive. And the Bible said, if you love this life more than God, you will lose this life. If you lose this life for God, you will gain eternal life. But Jeremiah stands in the way of the New World Order. And so his own camp is going to take him out. So when he brought Madison and her children in, that was his end. By taking him out, the world order, the new world order, the new government will be able to take place.
Taka.
Jake.
Now go on, get out of here. Leave me alone.
No, my kids aren't gonna die because some old prick has too much hate and pride to do the right thing.
Then kill me. But your kids are here because this old prick had the balls to do what needed doing. Ham, don't anybody knock? Here he is. Still clinging to his mama's teeth. You know what your mama came here to do tonight? The reason why I like her so much, the reason she's tougher than you'll ever be, is because she is exactly like...
So in part 4, we're going to pick it up. I thought we was going to do it in part 3, but there's so many details that I want to cover. And I don't want to waste too much of your time. But in part 4, hopefully, Lord's willing, we will go ahead and go into, you know, step by step. I just wanted to show you this part before it's over, so you can prepare yourself for next week's episode of the Pastor's Chronicles Fear the Walking Dead part 4, and go into a little bit more detail of the death of this character on the Fear of the Walking Dead. After his death, then Walker and his crew came in and became the dominant government and changed everything. Until next time, may the Lord bless you, and also check out the assassination of the presidents down below in the description box. Peace.